All right, third graders, we are still in our measurement unit, but instead of doing inches for length, we're going to be moving on this week and working on capacity. Okay, so in the United States and in our school, we are only going to be measuring and estimating the customary units of capacity. We do not have to worry about the metric system. Okay. Measuring capacity. When you measure something, there are all types of tools that can be used. Depending on what you are measuring, different tools are required. Look at the tools below. Which tools might be used to measure the capacity of something? Capacity is how much of something. It's usually in a liquid form, and so it has to be a container that can hold it. Okay, so if you look at the two circled, those are the tools that we would use to measure a liquid. Very good. A measuring cup and a measuring spoon are tools that we use to measure capacity. We often see these tools used in the kitchen when someone is cooking or baking. Which tool do you think would be best for measuring the larger capacity? Yep, a measuring cup, because the teaspoons are not very big. Now that you understand what capacity is, we are going to practice looking at some different amounts and measuring cups and determining how to record the amount in each cup. Remember that the units may not always be the same, so pay careful attention to the units on the measuring cups. In the United States and a few other small countries, the system of measurement that is used is called the customary system. There are 4 units of customary capacity that we are going to be learning. The smallest unit of customary capacity we will learn is about a cup. So the milk carton you get at school in the cafeteria is actually equal to 1 cup. So here are some other containers that are about a cup. Oops. Well, it's not showing us the other containers. Interesting. Okay, well, I guess I'll just move on. The next biggest unit is a pint. It takes 2 cups to equal 1 pint. A plastic water bottle holds about 1 pint. Okay. Moving on. The next biggest unit is a quart. It takes 2 pints or 4 cups to equal 1 quart. So a tall carton of juice is about 1 quart. Okay. The next biggest unit is a gallon. It takes 4 quarts or 16 cups to equal a gallon. You can buy a gallon of milk at the store. So now, using what we've learned about cups, pints, quarts, and gallons, let's make some good estimates for the capacity of different containers. So remember, a cup is like the carton that you get at lunch in the cafeteria. A pint is like a plastic water bottle. A quart is like a tall juice carton, and some of you might get a carton of milk like that as well. That's what I do because I can't drink a whole gallon of milk without it going bad. And then a gallon is like a milk jug. It's in a jug, it's not in a carton. Okay, so what would be the best estimate for the capacity of a tall glass of lemonade? So you can see that I've already crossed things out for us. Okay, less than 1 cup, definitely not. 2 quarts, which is going to be the size of the juice containers, definitely not, that's too much. And 1 gallon is definitely too much, so 1 pint is going to be correct. Moving on to the gasoline can. Okay, I've already crossed out 1 cup, way too small. 1 pint, still way too small. 2 quarts would only be those 2 juice or milk containers that are in the cartons. So it definitely would have to be gallons. Okay, depending upon the size of the gasoline container, it can hold multiple gallons. What would be the best estimate for a tall carton of milk? Okay, now we know that this is similar to a juice container, so it definitely has to be 1 quart. Okay, so I crossed out 1 cup, 2 gallons, and 5 quarts. 5 quarts would be way too much. You'd have to have 5 of those. What would be the best estimate for a soda can? So I crossed out 1 gallon. I crossed out 2 quarts, way too much. And even 2 pints is too much, so it has to be 1 cup. It's just a can of soda. Okay? And then here, if we look at the objects, okay, we're going to sort them into the best category. Again, I've already done this for us just to save on time. So for cups, that would just be your regular cup of water, a small can of soda. For pints, if you go to the, what am I trying to say, the pet store, and they give you your fish, they want to put them in a bag. So that way when you get home, you can put them in your fish tank. Okay, now they don't want to give you too much water, but they also don't want to give you not enough and your fish croak. So definitely pints. Smoothie, you want a little bit more than a cup for your smoothie because you want it to be fulfilling. So that would be a pint. Your quarts, again, it's in a plastic or a carton. So that's going to be your OJ or your milk or whatever type of juices. And then your gallon is definitely going to be the bathtub. Okay? So remember that you are able to play this at any point in time to go back at the pictures and anything that I read to you, because this is going to be really good to reference and refer to. Okay? But other than that, you can go back to Google Classroom and see what your assignment is for today.